Hey everybody, it's Josie. Welcome back to Cedar Creek Homestead. I hope y'all are having a beautiful day. It is another overcast and cloudy day here on the farm. We have more rain coming in today and tomorrow, and I think a little on Friday, but we're supposed to have a beautiful weekend. Yay, it'll dry out some because we are just sloppy, and I know some of you are that way too. And this is Wednesday, church night, so I'm going to make a quick supper, and I thought that I would bring you guys along and show you a recipe for a quiche that is very adaptable. It's very economical. It does take 4 eggs, but we know that a lot of areas in the country, the egg prices are starting to come down. Even if we were paying 60 cents a piece for 4 eggs, we know that that's $2.40 with just a few other ingredients. We make a quiche that serves about 6 people, especially if you put a side salad with it or something else that your family would enjoy. It's economical, it's easy, quick to put together, put in the oven while you do other things, and then possibly get your salad made and maybe even some homemade salad dressing, and then you're able to come together and enjoy supper as a family. I have my oven preheating to 400 degrees, and we're gonna get this put together. This is a really easy recipe that we're going to put together here, and it's very versatile. It's a pizza quiche, and we're gonna fix this with the toppings that you would prefer in your family. Now, I have already shared with y'all before that I don't really care for olives or mushrooms. I can tolerate mushrooms, but this is my quiche, and so I'm not going to put any mushrooms on it. You can use any kind. You can use sausage, you can use hamburger, you could use any kind of meat, but today I'm going to be using pepperonis and a few other things. And so to a bowl, you are going to add 2 cups of cheese. Now, this is a low-carb recipe. It is not a low-fat recipe. I have a viewer that requested that I show some low-carb recipes, so every once in a while, I'm going to try to include a low-carb recipe, or at least a recipe that is maybe a little bit healthier than usual. Now, I will tell you ahead of time that tomorrow we will be having a recipe on here for a homemade chocolate cake and frosting, because I have another church function. Once a month we have a church singing, and Friday is the singing, and so tomorrow I'll be making a chocolate cake, and it is definitely not a keto recipe, but I'm going to try. And so this is 2 cups of cheese. Now, the recipe says to use a cup of Italian blend and a cup of a mozzarella. I'm using whatever cheese I have on hand, and you should be able to do the same thing. Use whatever cheese you had on hand. Now, mine was a block of cheese, and I shredded it myself, but you do whatever you do for your family, whatever you have on hand. Now, I'm going to take 4 whole eggs. I can't tip the bowl, I'll spill it. I know how I am. And I am going to just beat these eggs up. And I'm going to go ahead and pour them right in on top of the cheese. Now, some people layer it in their pie plate, but I'm going to mix it all together just so that I can make sure that everything is blended well. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. And I am going to add a garlic and herb, about a teaspoon of that as well. Now, you can add salt, you can add pepper, you can add red pepper flakes. Howie would have liked that because he liked that on his pizza. I'm going to get this egg and cheese mixture all done together. Now, I have made a quiche on here before that was more like a tamale pie or a taco quiche. So today we're doing pizza. You need a half a cup of milk or cream or half and half, whatever you have on hand. You're going to put that right in there. Get it all blended together, mixed together. Now I have I have a pie plate that I have greased. I use that homemade pan release, and I've got it in there. But you can use a spray if that's what you use. You can use that. And I'm going to just simply put the filling in here. You see how easy it is to put together. Kind of spread that cheese out just a little bit. Now, we've got this here. This is where you would begin to build. If you were saying that this egg and cheese mixture is your crust, then you would begin to add your toppings, your sausage, your ham, your hamburger, whatever it was. But first, if you were going to put olives or mushrooms, you could put roasted red pepper. You could put anything that you like on your pizza. Put it on there now, and then you're going to put your meat on the top. And I am doing pepperoni. You see how easy this is to put together? If you have a good sized family, you could make more than one, and you could put different toppings on them, just like you were going to a pizza place and picking your toppings out. You could do the same with this. And so I've got this together. You see, it was quick and easy to get together, and now it's going to go in a 400-degree oven for 30 to 35 minutes until it's done. Now, it will rise up some and mount up, but it won't stay that way when you take it out of the oven. As it begins to cool, it's going to kind of draw back just a little bit. We have got this out of the oven. You can tell it's not jiggly. If it wasn't done, it would still be soft and jiggly with the eggs. It's easy to tell that it's done. And I'm just going to get a slice out of this. Now, it might be a little bit hard cutting through the pepperonis. Here's what it looks like. Here's the texture of it. You see that cheese that's in there, but this is completely done. Now, if you let it set and cool off completely, it'll firm up even more, and it'll be delicious to have with supper with a side salad. You have it, an easy, budget-friendly, tasty meal that I think that your family will like. Very, very easy to adapt it to whatever toppings that you would like to have. And I hope that you guys enjoy it. Fix you a side salad with it, and have you a dinner that costs a fraction of what it would cost if you went to a pizza restaurant, or even getting takeout at home. You made it here. You saw how quickly it was with 30 minutes of cooking and maybe 5 minutes of putting the recipe together. And it's friendly and it's low in carbs. I am going to let this cool off and have it for my supper before church. And I am going to tell you guys that I'm Josie, and I love you guys. I really do. Keep looking well to the ways of your household, and until next time, we're gone.